whenever this is going on, you are creating sin onto your partner and yourself. All right, so today we're doing a very difficult topic, and that's going to be sexual immorality. This is going to step on a lot of people's toes because I know this is something that most people do not want to hear, most people do not think about, most places do not teach about. So if you have any trigger warnings, I suggest you brace yourself. All right, so first we're going to start off with 1 Corinthians, and that's going to be 1 Corinthians 6th chapter, and we're going to start in the 13th verse. Now the body is not for fornication, but for the Lord, and the Lord for the body. Meaning this is not us. This is not ours. This is God's. AKA when we get into the temple, we talk about your temple and things of that nature. This is what we're talking about. This is not our body. But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. So whenever you're doing any fornication, you're sinning against your own body. And what? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of God, and ye are not your own? So basically, it's just going right back to the same first part, that this is not yours to be tainting, and this houses God. Our bodies are temples, they house God. All of our spiritual awareness, all that we have, our connection to Him, our praise, our blessings, so many things that help us be able to connect outside of the physical and what we see, that it actually aligns us with our spirit. And we break that when we're going into this fornication. And sexual immorality is such a huge thing. We already know, in general, when Cain was able, that his blood cried out from the earth. There is life within the blood. And so when we're talking about this, and we're going to Leviticus as well too, there's many statements throughout the Bible that speak about this and reaffirm that there is life within the blood, and you're not to eat it, not to drink it, things of that nature, and how different idolaters use the blood and use it against believers to do sin under their will, because they know that it's not something that they're supposed to do, try to get you to drink blood like this. So here it is. We talk about sexual immorality. I want to see if anybody's going to be able to pinpoint this and be able to understand where this is about to correlate to. So sexual immorality, and we have life within the blood, and you're not supposed to drink it. Not supposed to eat it, drink it, whatever. So this is a really tough topic, but oral sex is such a huge thing in general, and people always talk about, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. And even in marriages, I want you all to understand that this is a large sin that many of us men will even place on our wives, our women, and women voluntarily do the same thing as well. But for them swallowing and eating blood, because in men, when we do our stuff, there's blood within that, and there's life within that. And we all know there's DNA within that. So within that, you have to be able to understand that you are ingesting, there is life within there, because that's what creates the life within a woman for pregnancy. So you have to understand that whenever this is going on, you are creating sin onto your partner and yourself, because you're the one that's causing the sin by trying to get them to do it. And them that is doing it is sinning as well. So you have to be able to understand and take this away, that it goes so deep, and this is the culture. You have so much music that talks about, oh, she's got to do this, oh, she's got to do that, and it's evil, and you don't even realize it. And I had to realize it myself. And once I did, I vowed to God. I don't like to make vows, because you're not even supposed to make vows, because in the Bible it even states that it's better for you not to make a vow than to make it and to break it. And so I've made my own with God as well on this. And it is a very evil thing when I tell you. Many guys I've talked to as well too, and they understand that, how you even view your woman, it can be different when you're inside of that kind of moment. Oh, it might feel like the most pleasurable thing, but then you look at your woman in the not respectable light. And then for her as well too, she might not be able to be openly to say it, but it's a demeaning thing as well too. It just puts you into a place where you're not valuing God, even within the bounds of a marriage. You're not putting it into the right place. And it's a really unfortunate thing that people don't talk about it. But yes, we're talking about oral sex, and it's something that we have to be able to understand and get away from. Because if someone was to just grab a pool of blood and just get you to drink it and say how much it pleases them, would you do it? No. Majority of people are not going to do that. Like 99.5% are not going to do that unless they're into some other witchcrafts already. So you have to be able to understand, and you can search this for yourself, how much blood was inside of there for yourself. And you'll be able to understand and know. Because even without you thinking about the blood, it's life that you're taking. So with this teaching, it's a tough one, but I pray that you all be able to find understanding within this, and you'll be able to help grow and change yourselves within it as well too, because as I know, it's just the culture of Satan's, through hip hop, through all different types of musics, all different types of norms, and just words of mouth, like, oh, this expectations, to be able to please somebody, to be able to be with anybody. You think that you have to do these types of things, and if you have any types of boundaries towards things, then they just won't want you, just be undesirable. And I pray that you'll be able to understand that if you are able to set your boundaries, even for all my women, all my men who are still virgins, and understand that it's a beautiful thing for you to still be inside of that mind, to have expectations of purity, and to not allow yourself to be able to be tainted and swayed into that, because it's all evil. And it's part of Satan's agenda to try to let the land go to whoredom. And that's what we see. This is what's going on right now. And we're talking about all these different OF peoples, and then all the people that entertain that, and that just buy them, keep buying them this, buying them that, and just keep pushing the agenda even further, perpetuating it, because it's different if you don't participate inside of it. If you are participating, you go in, you watch, you help grow the attention of it, even when you're speaking about it to other people. Say, hey, go look at this person doing this, XYZ. You're helping their algorithms grow even further. If you don't like something, if you truly don't like it, it's always best to try to not give your attention to it. Don't give your energy to it. Because the more that you do, you feed it. And a lot of people kind of miss that. I pray that God will be able to help each and every one of you be able to grow yourselves inside of this area and be able to understand the importance of it.